Good day, everyone, and welcome to Obidient Family TV. The program is Hope Alive. Yes, there is hope, and a new Nigeria is possible. Now, good morning, afternoon, and evening, depending your time zone. Today, we have come again to have discussion on what is happening in Nigeria, especially what is happening in Rivers State. One person has been reported dead and several others injured following a clash at the Port Harcourt Local Government Secretariat in Rivers State. Violence broke out on Tuesday this morning when a group of youths stormed the Secretariat resisting attempts by the police to take over the building. The incident follows the directive of Governor Fubara a few hours ago in a state broadcast that heads of local government administration should assume leadership of the 23 council areas following the expiration of the 3-year tenure of elected chairmen, vice chairmen, and councillors in Rivers State. The youths, alleged backed by supporters of Fubara, were met with force by the police. Gunshots were allegedly fired as expended shells casing were seen in video in different places. The youths, who appear to be unarmed, expressed outrage at the police use of force, questioning why they were being targeted. The crisis stems from the court ruling, as we know, recognizing the 3-man House of Assembly, which annulled the tenure extension granted by the 27-member Assembly loyal to former Governor USD Wike. Despite the ruling, the chairman had insisted on remaining in office for the 6 more months, prompting Governor Fubara to declare their tenure expired on June 17. Now, these are happening, and with me to discuss all of this in the studio, I have Divine Dons and I have Prince Otto here to share this. And of course, we have well-meaning Nigerians on Zoom, plus Obedience, who are to dissect this chaos and anarchy that is brewing in Rivers State. This is what we have to say about that.
A very warm welcome, and thank you for joining us on this live broadcast. Let's have these conversations.
Welcome. Glad to have you here with us.
Yes, so as you join us now, please do like, share, subscribe, so that other Obedience will know that Obidient Family TV is live. Rivers State Governor Similaye Fubara has directed heads of administration of these 23 local government areas to take over from the elected council chairman, whose 3-year tenure elapsed on Monday. Governor Fubara gave the directive in the broadcast today in Port Harcourt, Rivers State capital. He said the decision ties with the constitution's provision and the need to ensure peace and order in the state. Fubara appreciated efforts and dedication of the council chairman to public service. Meanwhile, 2 and more chairmen announced their willingness to leave office per the state local government law of 2018, while the chairman others are refusing to let go. But all of these issues started as at Saturday, when different factions are ready to, jump in and fight Governor Fubara. Let's start with the people who are in support of Fubara, who said that they are going to take over this secretariat come today, being Tuesday, and Wednesday, they're going to clear all these chairmen out. And those are the cures happening today. Let's start with them as they prophesied of what was going to happen before we get to what happened today, because a lot did happen. And those happening, gunshots, great people chasing each other, and all of that. Let's have a listen from those people who say they're going to start that war.
And you said, man, let's love it. Well, today is 15th. Today is 15th, Saturday. So, yeah, I am back from the river, back from the bridge. Preparing. We are about to take over the local government by Wednesday. But from Monday, Tuesday is public holiday. So we are about taking over the council. All the 23 local government. We are about to take over. So make them wait for us with the come. We escort every local government caretaker they go. We escort every local government caretaker. It is my hobby, not my business, to work with the government, to relate with the government, to fight crime. Those who always say government no go drink water, keep calm. We go join hands, follow them, make how they want them. I work with the Joint Task Force. I am in charge. Anti-bunkery, South. I don't come back home. Half of my men were back. 80%. We are taking over all the local government. So now, we did enjoy, they flex, they prepare for Wednesday. And they host my voice on Wednesday. And they host them also. So make all the caretaker ready to host my voice Wednesday. But I don't enter. The Bonasike issue, wait for us on Wednesday. Now your papa house. Now your papa kitchen. Now your bedroom. Wait for us. Wednesday, I volunteer to come to Ikore local government. And they come. Ikore local government. I go there. Wait for us. We go there. Say your head hot. No problem. We go pump water. We go cool. We go learn how to respect elders. We go learn how to respect authority. We go learn how to respect the number one citizen. We go know how to talk to people who see you. Thank you so much. Let me go and see my boys and my girls and my soldiers. Yeah, today we say let me sit with them and host them. Let's just flex and eat. And prepare to go to
the council.
Yeah. So we are ready.
We are ready. Come on, let's go.
Now give me my telephone.
Is one of the people who has said that today being Tuesday, they are going to hit those chairmen who has refused to go out of office, and it's really happening today as we see what is happening in different local government, both in Degema, Asaritoru, Akukutoru, and all the other local government. It was hitting hard. Before we jump into the conversation, I will want us to take the commentary of how it's all going on in one of the LGAs before we take them one. So as we take them one by one as what happened in these local governments. Let's take a listen on the commentary.
Tension was ignited by the decision of the local government chairman in the state to remain in office, citing the local government amended law number 2 of 2024 by the Martin Ameule-led 26 House of Assembly members, which extended their tenure by 6 months. This was under the aegis of the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria. The state Argonne chairman, Orwell Ihunda, who is also the chairman of Port Harcourt City Local Government Area, contends that the law by the House of Assembly empowers them to remain in office. Recall that the law by the lawmakers loyal to the former Rivers State Governor and FCT Minister Nyesom Wike empowers the council chairman to remain in office over the alleged failure of Governor Sim Fubara to conduct local government elections. Confirmed reports from Kalabari local government areas of Kukutoru, Asaritoru, and Degema indicate that youths loyal to Governor Sim Fubara barricaded entrances into the councils to forestall the affected council chairmen and their sympathizers from gaining access. Recall that only last month, Governor Fubara, at an event in Port Harcourt, had warned the local government chairmen not to do anything that would truncate the peace of the state, given that they have a few days to leave office. At a presser last week, the embattled factional Speaker of the House of Assembly, Martin Ameule, had warned Governor Fubara against nominating caretaker committee members to fill vacant positions in the councils, insisting that the lawmakers would not accept any of such move. The outgoing chairmen, who were elected during the tenure of former Governor Wike, have been having a running battle with Governor Fubara following the disagreement between the two political leaders, even as they have vetoed the governor to enact 6 laws. Against this backdrop, youths in Degema early on Monday occupied the council secretariat, locked the entrance, and mounted a barricade in front of the gate. At Asaritoru local government area, hundreds of youths stormed the council headquarters in Degema and occupied the facility. The youths said they will remain until Wednesday when work resumes and dared the council chairman to come to the secretariat. But in Port Harcourt and Obiakpo local government areas, there was a huge security presence to prevent any security breaches. Meanwhile, the outgoing chairman of Element local government area, Obari Lomate Olo, warned those eager to throw him out of office not to come close to the council because they will be resisted. Olo says this while addressing the first annual general meeting of the Aleto Clan Association held in Port Harcourt.
We'll be taking more of the what is happening there, the videos that are actually coming from each of these local government. But let's get to the conversation. Before we come back to the studio, let me take the people on Zoom. First, let's start with Lord Kingsley, who is standing by on Zoom. Lord Kingsley, we have heard of all this anarchy, chaos happening over there, but precisely I want us to look at it from the direction of democracy, because it seems like that is not what is being practiced in Nigeria, and of course, in particular where we're talking about today, which is Rivers State, is all about the elite, because what is happening there is not about democracy. It's about the elites waging their powers and all of that. I will take that also from the tweet that David Hundein sent out a few hours ago about what he terms to be the true meaning of democracy. And I will read. It says that democracy does not actually exist anywhere in the world. What exists is different forms of elite consensus. The extent to which the interests of a country ruling elites align with those of its commoners is the extent to which its governance style is seen as democratic. So, Lord Kingsley, I want to say to you about this very elite. Do you think that the elites, which is Governor Fubara and the others in Rivers State, are actually the ones making Rivers people suffer so much that not even having the dividency of the democracy that they are talking about in Rivers State?
Well, thank you very much, and welcome everyone in the studio and my fellow Nigerians worldwide. This topic is a bit offhand. This topic is a bit offhand because, like we actually said, or we actually have practiced before this time, the true meaning of democracy, just like what David Hunde actually explained, is the full definition. One, democracy, like we all have actually heard or understood before this time, was for the people, by the people, and for the people as well. So, I mean, that is not practiced anywhere in the world. So, what Hunde actually defined it as a consensus between the elites and the commoners. That is the point at which democracy is actually being practiced right now. But then, the elites are actually now taking it out of hand and trying to use it as an oppressor to the system. They are using it now as a system to which they can actually contain or demoralize the commoners. Take, for example, now what's happening in Cross River. The ex-governor, who was there till God knows when, built up this fraction or built up this team that they are actually now being loyal to him, regardless of wherever he is. But then, you now have a new government there. He wants to be a godfather. He wants to be a godfather to always keep whatever he says, or to, force whatever he wants to operate in that community. He wants it to always be number one, which of course Fubara is resisting. The people that deflected with him, thinking, oh well, they are going to actually win whatever case they take to the court or however they want to do it, they have met with disappointments. The courts actually confirmed that, right, these guys cannot actually come back. But then some other fraction of the courts is saying, well, they have not finished their tenure. They still have to be there because of the constitution or one thing they think they can actually operate on. But to all honesty, how can you publicly deflect? How can you publicly decamp from your party and then support a system that is out of range, out to cause chaos? How can you actually do that? I think this is where we actually say when the head is rotten, what do you expect from the bottom? The head of the country, he knows about what's happening in that state. He knows the fracas that's happening there. But what has it done? What steps has it taken to put peace, to bring peace to that nation? To that state? He's not concerned. He's not bothered. Just like with every other matter that concerns the country, he's not bothered. All they want to do is go and acquire loans, and spend lavishly. But I tell you something, gentlemen and ladies, whatever Fubara comes out with, whatever this local chairman and their deputies come out with, tomorrow we will find out. And I pray it doesn't turn into a battleground. Because from what we can all see from the videos, that I wouldn't say they are militants, I would say supporters of Fubara. What they are actually saying right now is they are ready for whatever this X or defiance group, whatever they are coming up with, that is what they want to come and stand and defend tomorrow. See, a state, if it's a statesman that actually has the sense, if it's a president that actually has the sense, this would have been the right time for him to now come out with a word of peace onto the land, a word of peace onto that state.
Okay.
But no, he's not concerned. He wants to see bloodshed and people die before the next start coming up with different committees and whatever to put peace. I don't think they can put peace there anymore. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Lord K, for that, your own side of what is happening in how you feel about what is happening in Rivers. Let's get to our second person who needs to tell us how he feels about this and also as regards being practiced, but especially as one person has been killed in one of the Port Harcout LG secretariats, and that's one of the reasons why I say it is the masses that suffer. They forced the former chairman out of the office, and as a result, one person lost his life in that very process. Let's take a look at that very video. When we come back, we'll be taking on Kinewele and Mazekali. But let's listen to this and then we'll take our reactions from there.
Take laws into his hands and he will pay dearly for it. Yes, for shedding the blood of a vulgar citizen. Because we took it upon us to protect the Port Harcout City Council Secretariat and the Mayor's Lodge that Owe Hunda as at today is a former chairman. He has no business here. He has no business here. They can come with their sirens. Yes. They can come with their guns. Yes. We cannot be cowed. Yes. We will stay here to protect the properties of Port Harcout City Secretariat that was built and bought with our money and our sweat. I will not be saying go do.
There is a presence of police officers here. Can you tell Nigerians what the police officers are doing here?
Look at what the police officers did.
Are you?
They shot directly at us.
Okay.
They shot directly at us.
Okay.
One thing they fail to understand is that
now, what do you want the IG to do for you? What do you want constitute you around the time? What do you want the Inspector General of Police to do for you in respect of the situation? What do you want the IG to do? Everybody sit down. What do you want the IG to do for you?
The IG should come to the rescue of Rivers Studio. Because the tenure of the former local government has expired. We are taking over our council in order for them not to come and loot our property. And we will release them in every way we can. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm seeing bullets, shell, and tear gas. Now, are you now telling Nigerians that these bullets were shot by these police officers?
The police officers shot live ammunition at us. Look at my eyes. People have cut bullets here. A lot of injuries around. My brother will not take it. Let's tell the former mayor to come back to this council. We'll fight him with everything we have.
Okay, so are you now telling Nigerians that the reason you're here is because some persons are making arrangements to come and loot the council?
Yes, they are trying to make arrangements to come and
At least one person lost his life in this very clash happening in Rivers State. So, Mr. Bassi, I know the closeness and you share with the Rivers people being brothers and being neighbors, and of course, you should be interested in what is happening there. What we see today happening in Rivers State is chaos and anarchy brewing. And I don't know what your thoughts are on this.
Thank you, Mr. Kanu. Good day. Really a sad sight beholding the scene going on in Rivers State. David Hundein had put it very, very apt and clear about the meaning of democracy, how it is being practiced in this part of the world. There's nothing like democracy. Because democracy is enshrined in the rule of law. And you recall that the court had issued an order concerning the tenure of these people. And I don't know why they are bent on destroying the lives of innocent people, because now, in the words of the former president Goodluck Jonathan a few weeks ago, when two elephants fight, it is the tree and grasses that suffer. That is a clear indication of what we are seeing in Rivers State. They are actually heading towards anarchy. And this is because of few elites' interests in clinging on to power in Rivers State. And I don't know to what extent they want to go when they eventually eliminated the people they are supposed to rule over, because they are not leading. If they are leaders, they will exercise some level of caution and restraint in their actions. My only appeal is that the security agency should step in and stop being biased in this situation, so that at the end of the day, there will be restoration of peace into the city of Rivers State, Port Harcout, and other local government in Rivers State. It's really, really very sad that this is the kind of democracy, which I really don't believe we have democracy, is a civil rule. It is the civilian who are just ruling Nigerians. That doesn't make it democracy. Because if it was democracy, then they will listen to the people's, the voice of the people, and hearken, and they will put people's first in whatever action and decision that they are taking. But here we are, the people are being sacrificed for their own selfish interest. An innocent life had been lost, and who is going to bring back the life of? Who is going to account for the life of that person that have lost his or her life? because of elites battle, struggle for power, and capture of state resources. So I really feel very sad that we have degenerated to this level. But I would call on the security agencies to step up their game and ensure that lives and properties in Rivers State are secured and peace is restored to the city of to Rivers State in general.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. That is Mr. Bassi, popular known as Willie, Cross River State, joining us right now. Let's quickly get the last person on Zoom to have a take on this. But before Mazikali comes on to have his own mic to give us his opinion on this, I want to say two things. One, let's watch where Ben Eke, the former chairman of Pohada East, local government of Rivers State, was chased out of the council secretariats as he tried to force himself to go inside the secretariat. That very video has been trending, and all of these things are happening today. Of course, I will also want you, after viewing this video again, to also comment on the previous video where the people claimed that the police shot at them and they were showing ammunition that were littered on the ground and all of those things. But let's take a listen to the Ben Eke, the former chairman, being forced outside of his of the secretariat when he wants to take charge of the secretariat today.
I'll give you update though, so that I go see what the man can do with two police people that don't pursue and come out. See him now. Make you see I say one enter. Look. View. Have a view. Nothing they happen. They go beat that today. This is taekwondo no go work. If you like, get 20 years on taekwondo. You don't go work. You don't quit that time. 6 years okada yo, 6 months ada hoyola. Oh, they wounded him, oh. They wounded him. Ekawaja ne ya di mu wo. Ekawaja ne ya. Asawana. Na don ready na. Make see wetin go happen here today. He said, be ex-chairman. Come on, leave this place. Yes. I'm live. Make it come out. Come out from that place in the grace. Pack your things and fuck out from that place. Wait till you get inside and your papa beauty. Your father get a house. You sabi find that. Yes. Chideke, Agbalesa, see what they happen to that. Go on. Pass one there. Idiot. Come and beat them. You want shoot? You mad? You ain't making the police way. Come on, go, idiot. No wrong. Come here, do money. Kill it, come on, shoot them. Idiots. You don't crazy.
Basically, coming over to you can hear all both the native language and of course the shouting and the shooting that is going on there when Ben Eke, the former chairman of Wahada East local government of Rivers State, wants to assume office today and was forced out of the office. Don't you assume that this is anarchy and looming across Rivers State? And also, I want you to look at David Undein's tweet again, especially where he elucidated that where the interests of an elite are diametrically opposed to those of the commoners who vastly outnumber the elites. In example, in Nigeria, he said equilibrium is restored when the commoners overthrow the parasitic elite and install a new beneficial elite. Mazi, please check your mouth for this matter. Mazi, are you there? Can you unmute and, join us on this conversation?
Okay, can you hear me?
Okay, if Kali is...
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right,
Mazi,
thank
Kali,
you
are
very
you
much,
there?
and good evening and good afternoon from everybody from wherever you are. It is quite interesting, and the article from David Hinde also poignantly explain what our principal said, that the rascality in with the leaders and the rulers is such that nothing is going to change. But when I look at how democracy is defined in Nigeria, it is very, very clear, and I'll give you the statistics to back it up. Democracy in Nigeria is the conspiracy of the elite to create and maintain a perpetual underclass. And this is not by any accident. If you look at statistics from 1995, we're looking at children at the age of 8 who were to be in elementary school, and then we projected those who were going to be in secondary school and those who eventually go to university, right? And when we track this number, it was 26.8 million people across the country. When you track it, out of that, only 8.2 million actually finished elementary school. Then when you look at it from secondary, only 6.2. So the question is that you had in a very systematic way, because they have completely destroyed the educational system. So you have in a way the selective few who have been able to pass through to get to university, and we're not talking about those who have graduated and no jobs. The question now is, what happened to the rest of the 28 million people that we tracked? They are on the cracks, and that's how they have been creating this underclass that is increasing day by day. And it's not by any accident, it's by design, so that they have a pool of pawns, like what is happening in River State right now, they can tap into. Now, you have people going to fight a fight that does not in any way benefit them. It does not in any way benefit them. You have two thieves who cannot agree on how to share the loot. That is what is happening in River State. It's not because they care about the development and interest of the people of River State. These two individuals cannot agree on how to share the loot. And that drives me to this cooperative. If this cooperative comes into bear, situations like this happening in River State will be their problem. It will not be our problem, because people would have enough to eat and have enough self-dignity not to involve in the rascality of these rogues. It's unfortunate, as our principal said, that the state apparatus have been captured by criminals. And so this is the outcome. It's unfortunate, it's going to continue. And it's not only peculiar in River State. You're going to see it all across the country. And somebody say, what is the president doing? What is the president doing? He is part of it. He has told you exactly that power is a situation where you're going to grab it, take it and run. And then he brings Wike into the fold. And Wike is coming up with a bag of shit. They know that. And that's why they stay mute, because the moment they trigger him, he's going to spill everything and everybody's going to be affected with it. So what Wike is now is like the proverbial fly that has perched on the scrotum of Bola Tinubu. And there's nothing he can do. If he strikes it, he's going to break his balls. So he will just ignore it and let it fester. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Kali, joining us all the way from the US, and believe that you have done justice to this, especially as it concerns the elite. While we get to Hisdom and Mary Okon later on, let's quickly come back to studio because the people in the studio has to choke their mouths. You know, where the interest of the elites, like David Hundein elucidated, is really where I'm getting at here. Divine, let me start with you back to the studio here. You have two elites that clearly their interest is what is burning Rivers State as of today. One is said to have lost his life, several wounded, different locations, different chaos, anarchy looming in that very state. Yet it's just the interest of two elites. Meanwhile, we have several commoners that could handle some of these things in that very state. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, first of all, I want to say it's actually a shame that as a people we've, degenerated so bad that we play politics like, some group of people who don't have a constitution, or people who, it's just a lot of barbarism going on. Because first of all, to the best of my knowledge, and, I don't know of any case in Nigerian history where they're extending local governments, chairmans, their tenure, right? So it's just so last minute and unnecessary for us to even be having conversations of, a faction of the, Rivers State House of Assembly passing a last minute law to
sometimes in different states where there is an understanding, right, local government chairman tenures are extended by the governor. You understand? Okay. So, and the extension, probably if it comes from the House of Assembly, they will do what they need to do. They'll pass it on to the governor, and then the governor will ascend to it. Where they need time to do their election, the time has not reached. Yes. So there are certain places and understanding where such tenures may be elongated. But in the case of Rivers State, is that they are not having an understanding, and then the House of Assembly members who are in disagreement with Fubara decided to extend it on their own. And of course, we know that Fubara is the chief executive of the state and is the one to say, I'm not going to deal with this.
Well, when I was talking about extension, basically, I was aware that, of course, there are cases where if it is constitutional, you can extend it, right?
Of course.
But the point is just that these people acted outside of, His Excellency Fubara, right? They passed it because they were loyal to another person that already left the, the office. So my point is, the whole idea of extending is not because there's an actual reason or an actual cause for them to extend their tenure. Is just what I'm saying is barbaric, because you should not do that. If there's a situation that calls for an extension, the governor will be very much aware and he will be in support.
They will have an understanding.
They are overriding his, office by going behind him to sign an local government chairmanship extension law, right? And so that's besides the point. Then coming to the issue of two elites, or rather, going back and forth, this is just like, real-time representation of the adage that says when two elephants fight, the grass suffers it, because Rivers State people are on the receiving end of this backlash. People are losing their lives. It's just a state of anarchy. So hopefully we get to see a situation where they just throw aside selfish interest and just call for peace and stability in the state. But at the same time, I would understand that His Excellency Sim Fubara is just trying to stand on the fact that I'm currently the person sitting on this seat and I should be accorded the respect to me, right? Because it is just insane to have that somebody that already served his tenure for 8 years is still attempting to actually control the happenings within a state from his own designated office right now. This is the FCT minister. He already has his place where he's working. He should focus on it. So still trying to meddle in the affairs of Rivers State is uncalled for. So yes, we need peace, but at the same time, I understand why His Excellency Sim Fubara is standing to say, yes, this people's tenure has expired and they should leave. So we call for peace, but at the same time, they should try to stop meddling in the affairs of Rivers State and allow these, democratic governments have their way.
All right, thank you very much for your contribution on this. I believe you were straight to the point. Prince Otto, let me quickly get your own opinion on this. Of course, we have discussed this extensively on what is happening in Rivers State. We believe that a political solution might, do a great deal for the people of Rivers State. However, many issues still in court and all of that, but political situation. But talking about this very the elite thing that David Hundeyin talked about, and democracy, we see that playing out in Rivers State, because why bringing this into the discussion is because the two elites that are there are really causing so much trouble for the people of Rivers State, because they are not able to get the dividends of democracy in Rivers since Fubara entered there, because of this wasbos that is just going around. Look at what happened today. Somebody has lost his life in one of the local government. In different places we have reports coming on that people were injured, chaos and all that's going on. So what are your thoughts on this, please?
Oh, well, Mr. Kanu, thank you so much for the opportunity. You see, the elite conversation is an age-long conversation, and it is something that we see in several civilizations. But narrowing down to the tweet by David Hundeyin, what he said is the truth and nothing more but the truth, and nothing more pretentious, you see. And that is exactly what we see playing out in Rivers State. And of course, it shows in the character and the attitude. The elites will fight with structure, because that is why they go after structure, while the masses, the non-elites, will fight the way they know how to fight best. And I give kudos to Rivers State. I'm particularly happy with what is going on there, regardless of who is the chief executive officer, who also falls within the class of elites. You see, Rivers State has been known for active agitation against undemocratic practices by their leaders over the years in the history of this very country, and for a particular set of people to, on their own unanimously, concoct a so-called agreement and extension of a local government chairmanship without the knowledge of the chief executive officer in the state.
They actually challenged him. They challenged him that, let's see what happens, that one of them, either in one of the local government, I've forgotten the local government, in the video we saw trending some last week, that came out to say that let Fubara come to the local government and see what is going to happen to him. But I see they are the one running away today. Yes. It's not Governor Fubara that is running.
It's the same elite conversation we are having. You see, obviously those who are in the local government seat are also elites to some extent. So it is elite to elite. So the elite at the national level who just vacated the seat has influenced his followers, and his followers are in return. So they are not even taking into consideration the citizens, the masses, those who are supposed to be the primary beneficiaries of the so-called democracy. So you see that they are using a democratically given position to turn it into a power tussle, which is not what it's supposed to be. There is a constitution, there is a law that has given a time limit to your position in a particular administrative office, and then you are coming up to say, okay, we are going to fight for power as if the constitution is not existing, and you go to the extent of challenging the chief executive officer. And not just that, you are trying to maliciously create a law that is going to give you more years and months in office. I mean, that is very terrible.
Yeah, thank you very much, Otto. Of course, taking into cognizance what is happening today, currently happening now is that Governor Fubara has called for a security meeting to address the issues that happened today. But before we come back to the statewide broadcast made by Fubara, I will also want us to look into some of the things that did occur before them. But let's take this very video because of our time. Let's take the statewide broadcast by Fubara. When we come back, we now have the conversation that arose. Okay, while we are trying to get back to that very video of Fubara's broadcast, let me remind us all that as happening right now, that there is a closed-door meeting in Port Harcourt as Fubara, after the broadcast, has called for a security meeting to address. And one of the questions I do ask is very, very, I don't know if Hisdom is on still on Zoom. Hisdom Sunday. Today is supposed to be a public holiday. And my question is, why are these chairmen going to the secretariats in Rivers State? Is it to fight? Because today is declared a public holiday across Nigeria. So is it that they must go there to get the fight done or what? Hisdom, please can you unmute and just look at it from the elitist angle, and also why must these former chairmen go into those different secretariats and thereby causing so much trouble and of course a loss of life?
Yes. As it is the characteristics of most of our leaders in Nigeria today, rule of law and the supremacy of the Constitution doesn't mean anything to them again. They are only concerned about their stomach infrastructure to loot and plunder the patrimony of the people. Today is a public holiday. They have no business whatsoever going to the secretariat, except the fact that they want to go and cause trouble. The issue of they have no reason at all whatsoever going to the local government today to foment any trouble. But as it is, they are there. But we thank God that at the end of the day, the will of the people is taking prominence over the decision of the few. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Let's quickly take that very statewide His Excellency Governor Fubara. We'll come back, we'll not go to.
To acknowledge and commend the dedicated services of the outgoing elected local government chairmen, vice chairmen, and councillors who were elected and sworn in 3 years ago, and whose tenures expired yesterday, the 17th of June of the year of our Lord, 2024, as provided for by the law. On behalf of the government and the people of Rivers State, I thank you all for your sacrifice and commend your commitment to public service and our dear Rivers State. I congratulate you all for a successful completion of your tenure and wish you well in your future endeavors. As we move forward in making sure that the Constitution of the Federal Republic is upheld and that law and order is maintained, as we continue to strive to provide leadership and direction for our people, I hereby direct Head of Local Government Administration to continue to provide leadership in their respective local government areas. Head of Local Government Administration are hereby directed to immediately take charge of the councils with renewed vigor and readiness to serve and await further directive as we navigate towards even greater accomplishments together. I assure you, my good people of Rivers State, that we shall continue to defend provide infrastructural development, sound healthcare delivery, quality education, and undiluted welfare service package for all our people and workers.
All right, so that is the nationwide broadcast. We had to cut this short because of a very time limitation that we have on this very program. We have somebody joining us on Zoom who wishes to join the conversation. That is Mark. Magnific dude. Please, of course, I believe you know what is going on right now as we speak in Rivers State. There is anarchy chaos everywhere because of the elites who are making the ground to be very, how do they call them for Niger? In talk say where two elephants they fight, na ground na in the suffer. So there's so much going on there, and there's some people have been reportedly lost their lives because of this. And again, today is a public holiday, as we talked before, and still this chairman, this ex-chairman, still go to the secretariat, and of course were resisted by the youths who were protesting that their tenures are all over. What do you have to say about this very ongoing chaos in Rivers State?
Good morning from my side, my people. All protocol duly observed. Fortunately for me, I am partly Edo, partly Rivers. So I understand the politics going on in Rivers State. I know the politics in Rivers State. To be honest with you guys, I am more abreast with the politics in Rivers State than in Edo State. So this issue is something that I get updates about, like I will say on an hourly basis, and the minute as event unfolds, I know, because I am in different forums, in different platforms, where as the news breaks, we get it. And fortunately, again, for me, I know at least 3 or 4 of those local government chairmen, as in I know them before now. I've worked with them one thing or the other. So just give me 1 second, please. Give me 1 second, please.
Mark to come on. Let's also look at some of the things that we have left behind. We have Tony in Enugu. Please, Tony, while we wait for Magnific dude coming back online, please do unmute so that you can quickly give us your take on this, Tony.
Yeah, good evening, everybody, wherever you are. The situation in Rivers State is really shameful. It just shows you the kind of politics being played in this country. People disobey court orders, is ruled by the mighty, by the well-connected. If you're well-connected, you can disobey the rules. I don't understand why they don't look at other nations where similar democracies are practiced. Are they not ashamed? This kind of behavior that is constantly being manifested in this country, whether it's during electioneering, whether it's voting, whether it's after the court process, it's very shameful, very, very shameful. I can't in my wildest life, so to say, imagine why they don't think and look around and see how others are doing, practicing the same democracy, if you call it democracy. So what can I say? That's what we have. I guess we continue to talk as long as we're going through these processes. But I think Nigerians, we need leadership to take back this country. We need people to speak out. We need people to organize the downtrodden, the common man and common woman. Let us institute true democracy, true representation.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you so much, Tony. It just would have, I know we would have said much to help out the people who are thinking of what much words to be used for what is happening in Rivers State. But because of our time is seriously gone, and if Magnific Dude is back, can you unmute and then finish up so that we can wrap this up? Okay, if Mark is not back, let's get to the reports. I know several. And one of the reports that is coming up from the Akwa Ibom, one of 3 local government, new local governments in Akwa Ibom State is said to have been registered under the Obidient Family Cooperative Society. And that is news is coming from Madam Comfort, and they are actually working so hard. And the people of her own local government, I've forgotten the name of this local government, but I'm excited that the Obidient Family Cooperative in Akwa Ibom State and are doing so well now. They are having meetings and they are, engaging each other and all of that. So, and for the coming 3 more local government that is being brought by our people over there, I said congratulations once more to you guys as you guys are moving. We are adding more. I think with that addition, we should be looking at about 80 local governments in Nigeria being registered out of 300 and something that are still waiting to be registered with their state government. So I'm really, really excited. And of course, Mary Okon is here. Our time really has gone, but Mary Okon must talk to us. But Mary Okon, before you say, before you commit to talking to us, there is this soaring prices of food items in the market. And of course, yesterday you are with us, you said so much about the Obidient family who are farmers in Yala local government of Cross River State, who are willing to produce food that is will take care of the nation, of the hunger that is going on now. And of course, you also mentioned that these farmers in Yala local government need fertilizers, they need seedlings as we are in the farming season, as the case might be. But as it take be, make I not take your mouth, chop these onions. Make we hear from you as you talk, say, these farmers will be saying that Obidient Family Cooperative Society farmers, the things where they need as they need them. And possibly that account information so that for people who wish to support with a token to procure these fertilizers, seedlings, and other things that you mentioned so that they can be able to do that quickly. We have about 2 minutes left.
Good now. Okay. Okay, sorry, madam, you can go ahead.
All right. Yes. Good evening, everyone.
Can hear.
The Yala local government, as Ellie said yesterday as well, that is our, in fact, urgent need now because this is the farming season. And people are crying. Like today, I got a call on my way as I was coming back from Ebonyi State. Madam, hey, yeah, we don't have fertilizer. Our Obidient family, when are they ready to help us? So that we will not do their, in fact, their lack of fund to get all those things. So they need fertilizer and they need fund as well to do some other or some other necessary things in the farm. Like right now as I speak with you, groundnut farm is ongoing, rice farm is ongoing, cassava farming is still ongoing. And then so many of them, like some of them that are into fish farming, they are all ready. But mainly what we need now is for those farmers to be empowered by the grace of God through fertilizer or physical cash to enable them accomplish their farming work this season. And I believe that they will be so much grateful to this very Obidient family cooperative multi-purpose. Thank you so much for now. I think that is all I have to say. And then our account number
All
is
right,
already.
thank you very much. Thank
Yes,
you. We don't have much time. We would have displayed things that Mrs. Mary Okon engaged in bringing obedience together in Yala local government. But whoever is out there watching us, whether you're well-meaning Nigeria or you're obedient, this is Mary Okon calling for help. And that is the president of the Obidient Family Cooperative Society in Yala local government of Cross River State, who, as she has said, needs support with the obedience out there who are farmers. They need fertilizers, they need seedlings, or possibly if there's any cash donation or support in whichever form it will be, we'll be showing you by tomorrow, bringing you either account information or phone number of this Mary, who is the president of Obidient Family Cooperative Society in Yala local government, for contacting and then support so that the obedience there could actually farm very well and then support the nation in the production that we all strive to have. Finally, the magnific dude, I see his hands has been up a while and he has been talking before he has some emergency. Though our time is just gone, but I will want to make sure we get some things from Mark, who happens to be a family here. Magnific dude, please, can you quickly finish up what you are saying to us and to the audience before you left?
Sorry, guys. My sincere apology. I just had to really attend to something real quick. Yeah, but bottom line, what I'm trying to tell you, everybody here is, see, we know what's going on in River State. I mean, I understand River State's politics. It's just that Wike is trying to exercise his power. He does not want to let go of the fact that he has lost River State to Sting. And Sting is not going to back down in this fight. One, because the people are with him, the people are behind him, and the job people most especially. They've never had a governor from that the Joy region, and now Tim is seen as one of the first governors in recent time, and he is doing what they expect the governor should do. That means he's reaching out to all the communities and all the people of River State. So if the local government chairman, if they like, they should stick down there or they shouldn't. But at the end of the day, the people will resist them, and it has already started. So everything will be fine. That's one thing I know. Everything will be fine. Wike is behind this, and Wike knows he has lost it all. So I just believe let's just calm down and let Rivers politics play itself out. Stem is the governor. Stem is in charge, and Stem will definitely, steer everything to the right direction. That's all I would say. Those local government chairmen, they will go. As a matter of fact, they've left. 23 of them they've left. And the guys from the creek already told them, Asari and Barry and the rest of them, they told them, you have to go. You know, we don't want Wike anymore. Wike, they see him now as a tyrant. You know, his tenure is past. Don't impose yourself on us. Let him rule and let him do what he wants to do for the people of Rivers State. You know, Sim is somebody that does not really make noise about the things he has done. But I'm telling you guys one thing. When you talk about Alex Oti, you talk about Zulum, you talk about Sim. He's been doing a lot of things in 1 year. I'm telling you guys. And the people love what he's doing. And they appreciate him. So they would work with him. They would support him and they protect him. And that's what is going on. You know, Rivers people are resisting Wike. And Wike does not want to let go. So it's just going to be like that for a while, but everything will come back to normal. That's Rivers politics for you. Rivers politics is always like that, but they will come back to order. Things will take shape. Things will be in good standing. I tell you guys, I know people that are in the government, and every time we talk about this thing, you know, so please, let's just be rest assured. I mean, I appreciate the concern of everybody. I appreciate, you know, how people are vested into making sure Rivers State is peaceful and calm, but it will be fine. You know, it's more of show of force. Everybody wants show say then be, you know, and that's why you see when Rivers person will tell you, say, boy, day your day, make I day my day. Nobody worry anybody. That's they know what they are talking about. So guys, please let's just remain calm and believe that Steam is in control. I can tell you guys for Steam is in control of Rivers State. You know, Rivers people, they don't want to hear from Wike, but Wike does not want to let go. That's the problem. So thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Mark. We appreciate that. We appreciate you joining us today, and you know, bringing out your own opinion and concern on what is happening in Rivers State as today. We hope that tomorrow will be a better day, and since the governor, Sim Fubara, is having a security closed-door meeting with all the concerned security agencies in the state currently happening. So by tomorrow, we'll be bringing more on how these issues has been dealt with. But for now, just know that the weakest men who are in these different local government has been chased out by the state, and they are no longer chairmen, but they are ex-chairmen as are today. Thank you very much for being with us. We appreciate your time, and until tomorrow when we come your way again, bye for now.